right, so here he is, one of the greatest welterweights in UFC history, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman. Some criticize maybe his risk mitigation late in that Leon Edwards fight, but this man is an offensive fighter. He's got every skill in the book, and we'll see which ones he chooses to employ here tonight.
It's crazy because when he came off The Ultimate Fighter, he was known as a bit boring. But him and Trevor Whitman have such a great partnership that they have developed a style that works for Kamaru, and it works at such an elite level. He got caught. How does he bounce back? This guy, his jab is tremendous. He can knock you out with it. His wrestling and his top control is second to none. Kamaru Usman possesses all the skills in the world. How does he implement those skills tonight when he steps inside the octagon?
And one thing you never have to worry about, the output, the work ethic, one of the hardest workers in the room in the UFC, and he is at the height of motivation getting back on the proving ground tonight. Kamaru Usman steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy Hasbullah in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend Hasbullah Magomedov in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov ready to make a statement here tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. All right, now with the official introductions, we go inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our third man in the octagon for this one. High stakes here in the UFC's welterweight division. Two of the guys on many an MMA Mount Rushmore, Kamaru Usman, Khabib Nurmagomedov. How do you see it playing out?
It's a matter of whether or not Khabib can take Kamaru Usman down. And if he can he stand up to the power?
Oh, nice judo toss for him. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Nice kick to the body. Well, Javier Mendez, Tony Johnson, all the guys at AKA gotta like what they're seeing out of Khabib Nurmagomedov striking here early this year. Oh, making this clinch work count. Lands the punch there. We'll see if he tries to change levels here. Trips his opponent with the ankle pick.
An ankle pick takedown. We're so used to seeing singles, doubles, high crotches. When an ankle pick is hit, you applaud the guy doing the technique.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
Nurmagomedov getting touched here repeatedly with these ground and pound strikes from the top. Referee's not going to bail you out. Couple minutes gone by round one. Nicely done. Side control now. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Nurmagomedov.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Let's fight, come on.
Straight right is there.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here.
Oh, that guillotine choke is tight. Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position. I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
1 minute, 60 seconds.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top. 30 seconds now to go in the opening round.
Like that.
Final seconds of round one. Round two straight ahead.
The submission test is so close. Now we got to close that gap. He's just getting there. We have to get more aggressive. Let's tire him out a little bit more.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
Round two is here. Khabib Nurmagomedov. And that man, the Nigerian nightmare, Kamaru Usman. All right, folks, here we go with our next round. And in terms of his output and his efficiency with his significant strikes in the previous round, you can argue that was the best 5-minute stretch of his UFC.
Oh, absolutely the best 5 minutes he has ever had. He was in a zone. Everything he threw was just landing and landing with vicious intent. He's got to feel confident as he gets off the stool at the beginning of this round. Great job finding his shots from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Usman's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No.
Going for a submission now, or so it appears.
He's looking to finish, John.
Looks like a pretty good attempt here.
Oh, he's got him in time now, yeah.
Oh, submission defense, he gets out.
I mean, the calmness in that moment. It looked like the fight was over. He was able to clear his head, put the guy into the mount. Not a great position, but much better than getting his arm snapped in half from an arm lock.
He's having his way with him here. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Nurmagomedov's back in full mount. So 3 minutes have flown off the fight clock there.
using a lot of good movement.
Move those hips, get back to guard.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here.
Oh, and that looks tight. He's out. What submission defense on display.
And very effective with the ground and pound. All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have.
Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd responds in kind.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful.
Good round.
Stop.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. His striking was money in that previous round. Got to think he'll pick up where he left off.
All about the money. It's just greenbacks, cash, dollar bills, y'all. Every single strike he landed was on point, it was accurate, and it was heavy. Every time he let loose, he was able to land with great effect. Right into a takedown.
Good, solid strike on the ground. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. All right, working inside the closed guard now, going for a submission. That guillotine is tight. Oh, and he's out. Relentless pressure from the top by Usman. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Usman's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. 2 minutes now to go.
Great job landing the strike from his back.
All right, hammer fist here by Kamaru Usman.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oh, and he locks up a triangle now. You said off the top, his go-to submission looks pretty tight to me.
Oh, and if he's got you in there, then you know that you're in a lot of trouble. He's starting to shift the arm across. If he gets it across, he's going to start pulling down on the head, really get the squeeze and trying to get the submission victory.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Well, he's got his back now. Final 30 seconds of this third round.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Usman's now dealing with a cheek cut. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Setting up those shots. Your takedowns are looking sloppy. All right, you got to set them up.
All right, replay truck has been kept busy tonight as we get you some clips from that previous round, and maybe we can even isolate the strike that opened his cheek up.
I mean, a cut on your cheek, while it's in a better spot, it is still so hard to deal with. Every time that gets hit, it hurts so bad. He's gonna have to move his head here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt. Oh, nice.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Lands a nice punch from his back. Oh, Kamaru attack. Yup. Got that submission locked up very tight.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out. All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
I need you to look against that half guard.
Usman's in half guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Lands the ground and pound strike. The ground strike's starting to pile up. All right, trying to pass here. As Global Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Usman's eye is closing up now. Not good for him. All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Oh, you got to love the ground and pound strikes here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Usman going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Nice defense.
60 seconds.
Under a minute to go in round 4.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Final seconds. And there's the buzzer indicating the end of round 4.
Great job. You dominated him that last round with ground control. We want to keep that going. Let's get this fight to the ground as soon as possible. Take it back down.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held up.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at this 5th and final round. Here we go, next round is underway. You saw him work his submission game a bit in the previous round, and I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly leg. Oh, nice right hand on the chest, yeah.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Usman.
Big ground and pound. He's got to start throwing now.
Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut. Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head, like, through the canvas. He's
one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why. Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, so he's setting up for submission here. Oh, that is tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Usman.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom. This is where he wants to be.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Khabib's in half guard.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. The official decision is in.
After
Bruce Buffer has
5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 49-46. For the winner by unanimous decision, and